All right, we started the stream a little early because it's not getting packed yet. I'll wait till people get in here. But we have several of the Wizard Editions and Arcade Editions Harry Potters here. All are looking really good. They have not fixed or changed any of the artwork on the playfield. I know people have been asking about that, and it's the artwork that we are all accustomed to at this point, that everybody's kind of been making us think about, but reality is it's not that bad. We're here at Southern Fried Gaming, everyone. It's not quite showtime yet. We've got a decent setup this time. It's definitely smaller, I feel like, than it has been in the past years. I definitely feel like this new section is not as much, but we've got we do have quite a few of the Harry Potters, and we've got our Wizard Editions right here. Let me know if y'all can't hear me very well. I know I had some audio issues on the last one, but the Wizard Edition has a really nice look to it. Really happy with the powder coat choice they chose on it. Very good looking machine. And we have our Arcade Edition just with the matte black look. It's got the matte finish on it. But you can tell the difference. We got the rad cows. It's probably hard to tell here, but the rad cows, I mean, they do make a really nice look to this versus just the standard artwork that doesn't give you that nice shine. But overall, the games look really good so far. They don't have a lot of games on yet, but we've got quite a few, and I know we are up to 309 on the Wizard Editions, at least as far as numbers go. And the CE, we're at 368 is the highest. This is 367. We got two CEs here. So we've got that one. We've got this one over here. Yeah, this is 368 is the number they're up to now on this. So 368 on the Wizard Editions, and 309 is the highest I am seeing on the let's just say the Collector's Editions is 30 whatever it was, 368, and we're at 309 on the Wizard Editions. Games are still not on, but they do all have the artwork that everybody's been raving about. So we still got the same deal with the dragon. We still have, everybody says, the overhand. It's on all these games here. So we don't have any updates on those. And I'm assuming, I mean, I don't know if they're going by the right number, but you can see we're at 308 on this one. So we've got quite a few games. It seems like that it's possibly been built, unless they're going out of order, which they could be doing that. But we've got all the Harry Potters. We've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We have quite a few, 4 Evil Deads. I thought we was only going to have a few Evil Deads, but it looks like we end up having 4 here. So glad to see that. Some time on these games. We've only got 1 Dune. We've got 1 Labyrinth over here. And then in the Stern section, we have Metallica Remastered. We've got one of those, which is still available apparently at this point. That one's still available to show. We got an Elvira. It's available. John Wick. We got one of those. Stranger Things. Well, we got lots of King Kongs here, so including a massive King Kong. But we've got quite a few King Kongs here. They're still doing a bunch of show specials on a lot of the games. I know that Harry Potter sold out, I believe, except for one of the CEs. Earlier, you had 1 CE available. I'm not sure if that's still the case. But Jason at Classic Game Rooms is the one to contact. He may still have a CE available to pick up on Sunday. There's his number to check him out. We've got Venom, Deadpool. We've got quite a few games back here. Foo Fighters. I do feel like it's definitely gotten smaller from last year, but still seems to be a pretty good setup. A lot of home brews here. I say a lot. There's a few. Here we got Avengers, Iron Maiden, Jaws. Really surprised we don't have more Jaws here. I only see that one. Oh, two of them. Excuse me. There's two Jaws that are actually here. One Godzilla. It looks like this, the star of the show is going to be King Kong. And we'll take a quick walk around the whole floor. If you guys have never been to this show, most of these games here are going to be games that are brought by individuals. These other ones are new. We see back here, there's Dungeons and Dragons. I also should have mentioned that. We have a Dungeons and Dragons as well. We've got games hidden back in the corner. We've got more pinballs in the back, arcades, a few there. We'll walk up through here. We got loads of arcades up this way. Honestly, there's only one Alien I see here. I haven't seen any other Pinball Brothers stuff. Looks like it's for sale. So we've got one Alien here. It is available. A lot of stuff still not turned on, which we're a little early for the game. Everything's supposed to kick off at 3. But I'm gonna give you guys a quick walkthrough. We got vendors over here along this aisle. This is the far right or the far left wall when you come in, actually. Just all sorts of stuff through here. It's the cool thing about this place is it's not just for pinball enthusiasts or arcade enthusiasts, but just gaming in general. We got a lot of stuff here to see. Got some food. We'll walk around this front side up here. We got a couple games tucked up here. Got a Spider-Man and a Venom. This is mainly the vendor alley up here at the front. We've got all kind of Sega Genesis games, Pokemon cards, all kind of little stuff here. Even, what is this? We got hot sauces. So there's quite a bit of little trinkets here. We're just in the main part. There's a whole other section outside of this thing that tabletop gaming. There's music jam. They're actually going to have a tournament, I think tomorrow, for ice cold beer. So we're going to see that tomorrow. Once again, we're back here. These are home brought games all through here. None of it's on right now. So, I mean, you're technically allowed an hour early if you brought a game, but really nothing is on. Not as much as I like to see. Looking for old parts, spare parts. Got that stuff here. We've got Brad Albright, all of his artwork, stuff to pick up. So pretty neat looking stuff he's got. We've got some other stuff out here. And that's most of the vendor stuff. There's some other stuff around here I'm going to show you guys, and we'll get over to the other side real quick. The pinball tournament area is going to be over this direction. So we got more vendors. A few more down through there. Not a whole lot. I got more artwork over in this area. Got some Lego kits and things of that nature. So we got some stuff here, but if you're coming and doing the pinball tournament, everything is over here on the right side. We've got pinball tournament area all down through here. Give you guys a sneak peek of all this. So right here is where all the pinball tournament's going to be. I think as long as the tournament's not going on, I believe you can play these games. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I have to verify that. You may have to be part of the pinball tournament. I'm not sure. Some good old advertising. Here we got some more games. I definitely feel like it's smaller than it has been. Seems like the last 2 years it's kind of steadily went down, but it's still a good time. It's still gonna be a good time. I mean, we're just now getting started with this thing, and it's already pretty good. So, got a bunch of tabletop games here, or not tabletops, but old vintage Atari, several different Atari setups and some old screen setups. All kind of stuff here for everybody to play. We got all sorts of things here. They still got the driving simulators back over in the actually same spot they were last year, back over to the right. We got the driving simulators there. We got computer gaming. It's going on right here. Got quite a few computers set up down through here. Red Bull's got their little setup for advertising. I believe they're having a tournament here. Maybe, maybe not. Not sure what they're doing here, to be honest. Just advertising, I'm assuming. But got a few more games. We got some virtual reality stuff that goes on over here. Got a few setups there. Quite a few more arcades back in here. Really just a mixed bag of arcades, really. So the Harry Potter machines, they are all, we'll walk back over there real quick. They are all basically like we've all seen the artwork before. Nothing has changed on them. We have seen the highest number over here for the CEs is 368, and the highest number for the Wizard Edition is 309. Is the biggest I've seen. They also have quite a few of the regular arcade editions. Of course, they're not numbered, so I don't know exactly what number they're on that. But I have seen 309 on the Wizard Edition and 368, which I'll show you here in a second. 30. Yep, this is 309 right here. But every game still has the same dragon setup that we've seen. It honestly doesn't. It looks worse, I think, I don't know if they're building in order. I kind of say that they are to an extent, because literally all the Wizard editions are, it's 309, we got 308, there was a 307, 306, so they've been going in order here, but I don't know that for a fact. The same thing with the CE, and there is still one CE available here. So Jason's still got a CE here, which is 368. And I know it's going to be kind of hard to probably pick up. I mean, literally, you see the little bit of sparkle. Other than that, the play fields are going to be exactly the same. We don't have the sparkle on the standards or the Wizard editions. I'm really interested too. I mean, if they really have built 300, but right now we're seeing 309 on the Wizard Edition is the highest. Like I said, they've all been in order, so whether they just did that for the show, maybe getting it out there saying, hey, we got this many built, just kind of pumping it up, or maybe they kind of skipped ahead. This one's 367 on the CE, so yeah, you're welcome. It's I know this has been a hot topic. I mean, all the artwork everywhere is basically what we've seen so far. The hand that people are complaining about, dragon, and I'm trying to remember where the train that everybody has been. The train is super, super hard to see. So it's, to me, all right, you want to see the dragon? There's the dragon. It's still the same. Let me try to get it in focus a little better. So dragon's still got the double eyes to an extent. I mean, honestly, when you're standing back playing it, you don't really see the upper. I mean, I don't know. It's there for sure. I mean, but it's not that noticeable. The train is, to me, probably less noticeable with the issues because it's kind of hidden all by the flippers. I mean, you have to really get at a weird angle to even see half of the, to see part of that. When you're standing back playing, you don't see any of that at all. Yeah, honestly, even the dragon, I feel like when you're standing here playing it, it doesn't look that noticeably bad from playing back here. I mean, it's really hard to kind of tell. So, I've still got my Wizard Edition on order. I mean, the topper is not, they consider it a 3-layer, but it's really, to me, I guess it is 3-layer because you have the rings are on 1 layer, then you have Harry and the snitch and stuff is on another layer, and then you got the back. They don't pick up well in this dang lighting condition, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's probably going to get changed out by most people anyway. Yeah, you could do that. You could squint your eyes a little bit, but I mean, it's really, I don't see it changing at this point. Well, what's got me though is it's not only went through JJP, but it's already been through the licensing process, and I just wonder, like, how, you know, did they not notice whatever? I mean, to me, it's not that big a deal. I guess I shouldn't say it's not, but it is a big deal, but it's not. It's not keeping me from buying it, but I really like the rad clouds. They look really, really good on the game. You can see there how much shine it gives. And I think you're not going to be able to, you shouldn't be able to see it too much on this one. This one's an arcade edition, so you can tell it doesn't have that nice shine that we see with the rad cows. But overall, we still got the issues there. They haven't changed any of that, so, which is somewhat of a bummer for some people. But really curious to get these Evil Deads on and check those out. I haven't played those yet. I have had the chance to play a Harry Potter the other day, and I enjoyed the gameplay. So I enjoyed the game, and I think it's still a beautiful game. And like I said, you really, to me, you don't notice those things as bad, but now it's kind of like making me look a little bit better over the playfield just to see. But those you haven't seen too, the sparkle on the Wizard Edition, it's really like, I wouldn't even say it's black, it's more of a dark gray with like that rainbow kind of effect to it. It actually looks pretty good in person, really good in person, even with the lighting conditions we have here. So yeah, I'm gonna go and actually stream if they're still doing that panel tonight, which as far as I know it's still on. I haven't looked to see. I'm gonna go in there and stream that with Eric and see how that's gonna do. So see what we can find about it. But they do have, if you guys are coming to Southern Fried Gaming, they have, let me see, a total of Harry Potter machines. We've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 11. Oh no, 12 Harry Potters, because there's one actually hidden over here as well. You know, I don't know if Eric's still showing up. I need to find the actual thing for tonight and see if he's still on the books for being here. I haven't seen the thing at all as far as what the panels are, but I'm really curious. The last I had seen it was, let me make a quick ask real quick. Is Eric still going to be there? All right, so he's still going to be here, is what I just told. Eric's still going to be here, so we should still have the panel tonight. So I'll bring you guys for that, and that way we can kind of get see what he's got to say about it. So yeah, for the rest of it, we got King Kong. I said I got plenty of King Kongs here. Really, the two main, I guess, stars of the show to an extent is going to be King Kong and Harry Potter. That's the ones we have the most of games. So I think King Kongs have probably got at least 12 of them here. Probably more than that. There's 4. Yeah, we got quite a bit. I'm surprised we don't have more Dungeons and Dragons here. I think I've only seen a couple Dungeons and Dragons back here. So we've got 3 Dungeons and Dragons here, and I don't know, I think there may be one more Dungeons and Dragons. That's it. Lots of King Kongs. Like I said, if you want to play King Kong, holy crap, this is the place to be. So Dune is, they've got it up right now. Not sure what they got going on. They got one Dune here, and they still got one Labyrinth. And looks like they're having an issue with a coil potentially. We got an Evil Dead on, so I'll have to check this out a little bit. This is a game I'm interested in playing. We haven't got a chance to play yet. You know, he does a really good job. The theme for me is just the one that's got me on it. It's not the greatest theme. But yeah, for everybody hoping that we had updated Harry Potter, we don't have any updates on the playfield. It's all still the same. So yeah, Evil Dead. I guess I should have said Evil Dead is going to be a star. There's only 4, and I'm sure they're going to get played really a lot. And it looks like all 4 of these are sold. So I thought he had one available the other day, but I guess it all got sold out. I mean, I know it was sold out for everybody else, but I thought he still had one from the show, but obviously not. So it's going to be interesting getting some time on Evil Dead. And I'm going to play Harry Potter some more, but I mean, I've made my mind up. I played it the other day. I'm still sticking with the Wizard Edition. To me, it is... I see there's enough value to me because the back glass is actually a true back glass and not a translite. And to me, that, along with the rad cows, the powder coat, and I believe the shaker, I haven't even checked, I believe the shaker's in this one too. But I mean, let's be honest, they've done really well because the arcade editions are, I mean, basically a spitting image of the CEs and the Wizard Edition. So I'll check on the, let me see if I can find out what time the JJP panel is. I want to say it's like around 7 tonight. Let me see if I can grab another phone because I got you guys streaming on this one. Let me grab, I gotta find somebody and I will find out for sure what time that panel is. I haven't found a time thing here for like a, I'm sure it's here, I just haven't looked at it. Let me phone. They got one Metallica remaster here as well, so we've got one of those. And Frank's over here playing an Elvira, which I'm surprised we still got one of those around. So let's see. JJP panel, Southern Fried Gaming. We're gonna have, hold on, I'll tell you real quick. 2025 schedule. While I'm waiting, we'll give you a little bit of gameplay of Elvira.
Are you ready? I sure am.
Alright, so we've got 7 tonight, 7 p.m. JJP panel right here. We've got Jersey Jack, Harry Potter, Unlock the Magic. So we're going to be here for that. I'll be streaming again when that comes up. So 7 o'clock. I'll probably start the stream. I'll probably start it just a few minutes before, honestly, just so I get myself in without killing my battery too much. So yeah, I'll be back on this channel. I'll create another thumbnail here in a little bit. We'll get it all set up. So when we have that panel, we'll set up and make sure we get some good info from that, hopefully. And maybe we can get some word out of them if they are planning on. I just can't imagine them going to fix this at this point. Just because it's, I mean, if they really are the 300s, we are, you know, we've already got that many games out or ready to ship, and I just don't see that being fixed. But like I said, to me, the Dragon is that's the only one to me that even, I said the train doesn't even bother me because you can't even see it, you know. And the Dragon, I never even noticed it when I opened it the first time. So I don't think there's any playfield protectors on these games at all that I'm seeing. Endorphin, we're gonna have a good time, hopefully. I'm gonna be streaming for a little bit and then I'm gonna finally get some gameplays in and see what we actually like. But I don't see any playfield protectors on these games. So I think we don't have that at all. But we do have Arcade Edition, just the matte black powder coat that we're normally used to. No, you know, just a translite back glass this time apparently. And then you have the Wizard Edition. It's definitely noticeable to an extent. You can tell that the back glass on the Wizard Edition is a little bit more vibrant. To me, it's like a little bit more vibrant. It's not as dark. I don't know if it picks up on camera as well, but especially on the left side there, you can really, to me, tell it that it's much darker. So no rad cows on the Arcade Edition. You got just standard side art. Then we do have rad cows on the Wizard Edition, which they do look absolutely stunning. Get that nice finish on. But yes, the Arcade Edition does not have rad cows. The darker side, it picks up better where you can see it a little better. But it's still a beautiful game. I mean, the Arcade Edition is still a really nice game. The black, matte black still goes really well with it. It's, I don't think you're going wrong. Yeah, definitely the rad cows definitely looks like butter. The thing that I like Spooky a little bit better is like on the rad cows, you still stop short on the corners. That's what I had on my Waz and stuff. Whereas I don't even know if any of these Evil Deads are butter caps. I don't think. Oh no, there is no. Let me see if Scooby's butter. Nope. So I don't even have a butter cap to show you guys. But the thing that I like about Spooky is that they bring the artwork literally to the corner. Like, so that's my big thing with Spooky. All their games have really nice corners, whereas when you get JJP and really Stern, I know it's a little nitpicky thing, but like you got a pretty big gap there. You don't get that with Spooky at all. So it's one of the things that I like about Spooky the best. One of the things. They have really good service as well. So they're starting to turn on the Wizard Edition over here. You see it all lit up. So you're still getting the lights in every edition. So even the Arcade Edition is still going to have the hot rails or whatever they call it. You still got that there, which to me, I mean, it does add to the lighting of lighting effects if they use it properly. The question is whether or not they get used properly. But overall, we've got a lot of games here, so looking really good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, mine's small though. Yours is huge.
You filming that Harry Potter machine?
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
So yeah, we're trying to get some stuff because there's been some stuff on Pinside about this machine. Nice. So we're kind of debunking some of the info that's going on with that. So
you on YouTube now?
Yeah. Yep. YouTube. Living with Cable. Is what it is. I was just say livingwithcable.com, but that's my website. So yeah.
Hey, look, we're with Jersey Jack actually. Would you
Oh really?
Talk a little bit about
Yeah. Yeah, guys, I want to keep you guys going. Let me set you guys down real quick.
Hey, you can be part of the two guys.
All right. Well, we'll just keep you going this way.
Yeah,
so.
Why not? So let's get out here. Let's get some of the Jersey Jack stuff in the background. Ooh, this is Cole, by the way. He's gonna.
Hey, Chris.
You got a DJI on?
Yeah, I do. Throw another one. Heck yeah, we will. I actually got a second one in my bag. I had two on earlier for my other camera.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Perfect.
Flip that up.
Put this on here. All right.
So let me.
All right.
So let's start. Just give me your name and just like where you're from, YouTube-wise.
Right.
Like, yeah, I run this channel.
Yeah, my name's Chris Cable. I'm with Living with Cable. We do a little bit of everything, but one of the big things is pinball. Been in pinball for about 5 or 6 years now, and I actually started with the Jersey Jack. That was my first game. So I now have a little bit of everything, but I still have Jersey Jack games, including I got a Harry Potter on order. So excited for that.
Oh, you got it. You got one.
Yeah, I got a Wizard Edition coming, so
bro.
It's on order. I'm waiting on it to get here, maybe a little quicker. So excited for it.
Well, I mean, obviously we just started. Like, what drew you to the Jersey Jack group first off?
Well, it's Harry Potter. I'll be honest, it's kind of my most favorite IP that you could have. It's one that I've been waiting for a while, so I was really kind of wondering, are we going to get it? And we finally got the word. And then I was like, well, what's it going to be like? And honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. Really happy with how it's turned out. So you can go a million ways with Harry Potter, and I really like how it's been accomplished and how it's actually been, all the movies are in there and not just part of the movies. So really happy about that.
Yeah, well, specifically, like, what was the first impression of the machine? Because there was a lot of hype going on.
Yeah, so a lot of hype, and I actually got to be a part of Jason with Classic Game Rooms. He brought me in to help with the unboxing of his CE. So I kind of got the early look on it, and I don't know, it's hard to describe until you see it in person. That's one of the things I said about the CE. And I still like the Wizard Edition a lot, but to me, when you see the CE in person, it makes it 100 times better. I mean, it's just hard to really pick up on camera how well the actual artwork is and how you have the different tones and all the different types of sheen to it. And when you see it in person, it's like, wow, it's really a beautiful machine. Fantastic.
I know you talked a little bit about the gameplay, like specifically, were there any specific moments that stood out to you while playing?
Honestly, I really just like the staircase. I know everybody says it's a diverter, and it is, but it really changes the dynamic of the game quite a bit. And I really have been, I don't know, it just, you kind of wonder sometimes what's going to happen next. Like, where's the ball actually going to go? Especially with a little bit of time, you're like, oh man, where did it divert it to at this point? So, really like that. And it's, to me, I don't know, that staircase is a really neat little diverter there. So.
Oh man, I know I did the sound design for the trailer, and like, that's one of my favorite parts.
It is. It's like so neat, and it's in every movie. Like, I know you've got the staircase just about every movie. It's always changing paths, and that's exactly what it does in the game. So really like it.
Last question for you, man. I really do appreciate you taking the time. Yep. Jersey Jack's made a lot of cool machines. Obviously, a lot of hype around Harry Potter. Yep. But overall, what makes Jersey Jack a Jersey Jack?
Well, honestly, the build quality, and holy crap, how heavy the machine is, because it is by far. If you went to weight alone, you could just tell a Jersey Jack's got a lot more in it, because Woz, even Wonka, it is a heavy machine, and really the attention to detail and stuff has been really good. And it's I don't know, I really enjoy the IPs that come out. We don't get some craziness generally. We've got good IPs, Toy Story, which I will say, a little Toy Story. I wish we had all the Toy Stories and not just 4, but man, I mean, they're great machines. So. Really appreciate it.
Dude, thank you so much. And before we end, can we just get your name and the spelling of it just for we roll with things?
Yeah, it's Chris Cable, and it's ChrisCable.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there you go.
What's
up, chat?
Yeah. All right, sorry about that, guys. Yep. Appreciate it, guys. We'll see y'all soon. We're coming to the thing tonight. So. All right, so sorry about that. We had a little diversion there with JJP. Kind of got caught off guard, to be honest. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, it's I mean, everybody, I have, like, the artwork to me is still, I mean, whether it's AI or AI assisted, I still like it. Like, it to me still looks really nice. And I guess to me you can kind of look at the dragon a couple different ways, but it does look like 2 eyes. So but at the same time, I have seen some other pictures of other ones that have been done, and it's kind of a, like an ear hole, but it's done a little different. So, I mean, I don't know. I think the hair, people are talking about the hair and the collar. I have 0 issues with any of that. Like, the game still looks really beautiful to me. And I don't know. I still think they did a great job on it. We've got the side, not rad cows, but the inner arm blades. They look really good. And I don't know. The machine is still a really beautiful machine. So yes, there are the dragon issues still, but I have no issue with that. Now, maybe with the game on, let's see how we can tell the difference between the actual back glass versus. Oh yeah, the other thing that helps the Wizard Edition and the CE is we actually have the lighting around it. So that's one reason why it probably looks a little darker. But it's there's the man himself. So we'll be seeing him later on tonight. I'm not going to bother him. He's probably going to get. But honestly, the game looks really, really stunning. And like I said, I like the fact that they went to where everything here is in every machine. So it probably hurts their sales a little bit on some of the bigger machines, but at the same time, it probably, we're talking 10 on this game now, which used to be a 7,500 game back when I had Wonka. So yes, they all have the 2-eyed dragon, if you want to call it that. So they do all have every single game here, and we've got 12 Harry Potters, and it's starting to get packed, but we've got 2 CEs, and it's 5 Wizards, and 5 of the classics are here. And we are starting to have people roll in, so it's going to get probably a little crazy here. I'm going to do some interviews too and get people's opinion on it when they get done playing. But we have seen, we're at 368 on the CEs, and we're on 309 of the Wizard Editions. Now, whether or not they're going in order, that's a whole nother thing I got to find out. But I will tell you, all these games here are in order. We got 367 and 368, and then we've got 304, 305 to 309. and games are starting to come on now. And we've got people rolling in. Got a lot of hype, looks like, around Harry Potter so far. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're gonna love the Wizard Edition, honestly. To me, it looks even better in person. With to me, the powder coat on this one, it's sticking out. You know, some of the blacks that we've seen, like I said, it's almost, I guess it is a black with a lot of coating on it, but it really almost looks like a gray with a metallic, like a tricolor metallic in there. It's it shows a lot more silver on the camera, but it looks really, really good. You're welcome. So it's everybody that's got a Harry Potter, I mean, if you could get over the two-eye thing, but like I said, when you're actually here playing the game, I mean, you can't. I never noticed it when I played it the first time and opened it, and honestly, I probably still wouldn't notice if somebody hadn't pointed it out. But the train, once again, there's no issue there in my opinion. Oh, sorry. But you do get the rad cows on the Blizzard, and that is really nice. So Evil Dead, you got Evil Dead getting picked up now. They're on, people waiting in line playing. But you can see Harry Potter. It's still going to be the game. Yeah, you know, Jersey Jack is I had a Waz and haven't really had no issues in it. Just actually sold it a few days ago just for Harry Potter. And there's Eric. He's kind of following through the lines here, making sure all the games are going. But I still got Wonka. I had one little issue with Wonka when I first got it, but nothing else. We've only had there was an issue with the actual gobstopper. So, you know, you can still get duds, you know, with every game, but honestly, they're very good games most of the time. And I'm gonna tell you, they are super heavy. I don't know what Harry's gonna weigh. I haven't seen the specs on it. I know when we put it together, it was pretty heavy. There's the topper. We actually get a little shot of the topper in action with the lighting going on with it. So we'll get back over this way. Yep, Eric's in here, kind of going through over all of it. Looks like they're getting everything set up to Wi-Fi. But it's not a bad deal. I don't feel like you can go wrong with Jersey Jack. I know a lot of people are still making a big deal about the artwork, but honestly, I said when you see it in person, it's really the double-eyed dragon to me is the only thing, and it really depends on your perspective of it and how you look at it. So I'm happy with it. Got my WE on order. It's still going to be here. I'm going to be happy when it gets in. It's a very beautiful game. But you can see Evil Dead is definitely racking in some people over here. But Harry is still leading the path all. Which games are just now getting on. We got people holding up lines for the game. Now we don't have any of the cool Evil Dead toppers here. We only have the regular Evil Dead. That's all they've got. So we don't have the really nice one. But if you guys also want to see a little bit better action of the CE, I say action, but I did go back and notice too that from my last stream, I didn't think that it worked, the projector, but it actually did. And I've got video and I got a picture. I say a picture where you can actually see it. It's the emblem from it's on the forearm of like Snape and stuff, or the Death Eaters. That's what it shines. I don't think we're gonna ever get a shot of it here because the ceilings are just way too high. But I can tell you too, this is the first time I've seen Jersey Jack send a crew down that is doing really Harry Potter overview type gameplay, checking stuff out, getting people's opinions. So first time I've seen them doing that. They haven't been here before. Avatar, which it wasn't launched here. Maybe it's because this is the first showing of Harry Potter. But you can see everybody's filing in. They're trying to get the games up right now. Looks like they're doing updates on codes. So, like I said, tonight, 7 p.m., we'll be in there for the interview with Eric, where he actually discusses it. But for those of you who want to see him, he is here right now. So, he's making sure his baby is doing good. Yeah, we'll take a quick stroll again real quick. We'll come back to this. For those of you who haven't been here, we've got 12 Harry Potters. We've got 1 Texas Chainsaw. We got 4 Evil Deads, a Scooby, a Dune. And then Jersey Jack has brought mostly Harry Potters, but then we have Elton John. We have a Guns N' Roses. We have Avatar and Godfather. So we only have, I think, 1 Godfather, 1 Toy Story, 1 Avatar, 1 Elton John. The rest is all Harry Potter. And then over in the Stern stable, we've got Elvira. We've got 1 Metallica remastered. We've got, I think, 1 John Wick. We've got 1 Stranger Things. We have lots of King Kongs. We do have lots of those. Probably a good 12 of those. Dungeons and Dragons. We've got a few back here. I only see 3.
After that, start your car.
And then we've still got a few of the Foo Fighters, Venom, some of the older titles. We've got an X-Men. Surprisingly, there's, I think, what we got? 1 X-Men is all that we have here. Which that's another surprising one. I thought we would have had more than 1 X-Men here. We got a Venom, Deadpool, Avengers, Iron Maiden. We've got quite a plethora of games still. It's definitely smaller. And then back here we have the homebrew section. Well, there's a King Kong hidden over there. But a Tiki Tap. Apparently they got a Bluey at some point. My daughter doesn't need to see that because she'll be wanting that. Got a few little games here. We do have 1 Dungeons and Dragons up here. Got 1 stuck over here. Lots of vendors in this place. And then here's all the ones that have been brought from home. So we have a, Black Knight 2000 Getaway, Harley Davidson, Bride of Pinbot, Black Rose. Got a Whirlwind up there, another Bride of Pinbot. We've got Aerosmith, Jurassic Park, Godzilla. We've got Deadpool, Venom, Walking Dead. Man, kind of wish I would have never got rid of my Walking Dead. It was a very good game. So I have not seen the first American Pinball since you've said that. I have not seen an American Pinball game here. There is not the first one. And last year, I know we had, last year we had a Hot Wheels. No, yeah, we don't have any unless they're hidden somewhere. But all the new games are generally back here, and I have not seen the first one. We've got 1 Labyrinth, we've got 1 Dune that's back here in the back, and we got a total of 6 spooky games. But yeah, I see no American Pinball games here at all. Not the first one. So that's a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. And as far as I know, Jason is still. Jason Classic Game Rooms is still a vendor for American Pinball, but there is not the first American Pinball. I mean, I'm going to walk back around back here, but I have not seen one. I'm kind of glad you asked that, but yeah, there is. So over here, we've got the 2 from Barrels of Fun. We got Dune and Labyrinth. They're kind of off to themselves. We got nothing. No American Pinball. So that's a little bit makes you wonder. You would have at least thought we would have at least seen 1, but nothing. Honestly, it is empty compared to previous years. It has gone down. I mean, we'll do a complete walk around, but even to me, the new section is smaller than it has been in previous years. So, I mean, we've got some games hidden back here in the back. There's no the only Pinball Brother games I have seen are games that people have brought from home. So back here in the back, there's a few hidden away back here. There's one Alien, a few other older games. Got a Jurassic Park stuck over here, Comet, Getaway. But yes, the game is definitely, or the show is definitely feels smaller back here when it comes to pinballs. I mean, it's not what, I feel like the last 2 years, it's just, especially went kind of down in size. Yeah, no American Pinball here. I know last year we didn't have any of the Barrels of Fun game, but they were trying to get a Labyrinth here last year, and it just didn't work out. But there's still a good bit of games, but it's just not as big as it has been. All the used, raw games are here. We still have the vendors up in the front. There's still quite a bit of vendors that have come. And if you guys have never been outside of the convention center here, there's even more stuff, but mainly geared towards tabletop gaming, card games. There's like a whole section of that. This is really where the arcades and the retro games are. And I mean, it does feel a little more emptier than it has been. But we've got all this stuff over here. These are, like I said, all the Brawl Home games. We'll walk over to the section up here where they're having the pinball tournament, which if you guys are coming and never been to, when you come into the far right is where the pinball tournament stuff is. We'll walk up through here, but we've got vendors all right in here. Brad Albright's here on the other side with some of his stuff. I say he's here. I'm assuming he's here. He's got a whole booth. I'm assuming he's here. I think he was here last year. But the pinball tournament section is over here. I don't know if they're allowing anybody to play any of these games, to be honest. I don't know if you've got to be part of the tournament to get in them, or if you could play them. I mean, I think you could. I don't know, maybe not. I may just try to see if you can play them. But some of these games are all, actually a lot of these games are off in the corner. So I don't know if they had a power issue or what. But there is, there's one Pulp Fiction. I haven't even seen any CGC games other than the one Pulp Fiction that is in part of the tournament here. The tournament section, I have to say. Nothing. We'll walk through here real quick. Let's see, I'll show you these. You got Theater Magic. Black Knight 2000 again. Stargate down there. Hook. Whirlwind, it's actually decked all out with some white powder coat. And then we've got a Wonka. We've got a Ultraman stuff over here. Total Nuclear Annihilation. Space Invaders. So we've got this stuff over here. We've got Flash Gordon, some of the old EMs. Grand Prix. This is all in the pinball tournament, which everybody, you see people are waiting for. Got a Led Zeppelin, but that's the only Pulp Fiction I've seen here as well. So, yeah, this is the main lineup for the game, the tournaments. So yeah, it's kind of a little more empty, and then you get over here to where all the retro stuff is, the arcade or the I guess the retro gaming. We've got this little line here, some arcades, a few pinball machines, Shaq, Street Fighters, Terminator 3, Cyclone. Half the stuff isn't working or not on right now. Meteor, Party Animal. We've got that stuff here. And then, like, even this section, though, with the console gaming, that's what I was trying to get out earlier, it seems a little bit smaller than it has before. But they do have a lot of the console gaming. Atari 2600s over there. We've got Sega's, Super Nintendos. We've got Xbox. We've got all kind of stuff through here. Nintendo 64. I'm assuming each one of these has one game and one game only. That's what it looks like. More vendors back over here. And then we've got the computer games that are stuck over here as well, which they got quite a bit of computers set up through here. Quite a number of them. All up through here. So we got some Xboxes and stuff up through here. Driving simulators, they're back. Racing simulators, they're back over against the wall over there. Still got that set up, same as last year, it looks like. And then we've got VR, virtual reality. We kind of have a whole section here of VR stuff. And then back to the arcades. We've got quite a few different arcades through here. We've got a decent amount But I do feel, like I said, I do feel like it's a little smaller. Silent Scope back here in the back, one of my favorite shooting games. Got one of those back here. We've got Crazy Taxi. I'm gonna get ran over because I'm in people's way. But yeah, that's all of this side. And then I tell you what, we'll walk out real quick. I'm gonna take you guys out to the front. If you want to see what's out front, we'll walk out that way. If you got questions on the pinball, shoot them at me. Done seeing. We'll take, since we got to go past it, let's see. We got a lot of people waiting on Evil Dead. Well, Evil Dead and even Scooby. There's a good bit waiting on that. A few waiting on Dune as well. We got a lot of, actually got a good bit of people waiting on Avatar. Not many on Elton John. Texas has got one, but Harry Potter's crowd. Decent amount of people for Harry Potter. It's definitely considered the star of the show, I guess, the main one. And they're also the first ones you get to when you come back to the main pinball section is Harry Potter. So you'll come back here and they'll be the very first one. Let's take a walk out real quick. We'll walk out to the front and I'll kind of show you guys around. Like I said, this is where most of the vendors are, and all new arcades, pinball machines, let's just say, are here. Here's Brad. Brad is here for the show. His artwork. Still got some really nice stuff. We've got earrings. Also, you need some earrings. We got all kind of stuff through here. Just a plethora. We've got a massive screen for virtual pinball. All right, now this place you got to go out the other side. But we're gonna walk out and walk around to the front. We got all sorts of board games through here. And we got, tell you what, we haven't really been down this aisle real quick. So tons of Lego sets. And then we've got more art through here. Look at this stuff. We've got all kind of little knickknacks, to be honest. Big on earrings. We got some more earrings. We got a nice lot of earrings there. I should get some for my daughter. Although she's a little small for some of them. And pretty much it over here on this side. All right, so we'll head out now. But those that are wondering about Harry Potter, the artwork is still the same. Nothing has been changed on these games. So we've got 12 games here. All have, if you want to call it the double dragon eye, they have it. Endorphin, I'm about to head off, but I'm gonna take a quick walk out front, show everybody what's there. That way, people haven't been here, get an idea of what all is here, and then I'm gonna go play because it's getting packed out. But yeah, 7 o'clock we're gonna be back on for Eric's deal with Eric when he does his panel. We'll get that going. But yeah, out front, got a few more little vendor stuff up through here, and a little bit of pizza. And then we'll walk up here to the actual hotel portion where you cut across at.
Elevator, whichever you prefer.
That way you guys can get an idea of the layout. But when you come in to go to the arcades and pinball, you're going to come into that door there. It says games and vendors. And that's where you'll come in for the games at. Oh, excuse me. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Definitely. It's give everybody an idea what they're getting into, or if they can't make it, what they're missing. So here's the main reaction. The seminars and stuff back in here, back towards the hotel as well. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Eric's is going to be in the Chancellor room, which I'm going to have to find where that one's at. I know last year Bug, when they did their seminar, it was back in the back. But here is like all the tabletop and card game type stuff. It's all back in here. So we've got that going on. Comic books And then here's the actual entry line. Pretty backed up right now. Tabletop events is back there. But here we have the entire entrance line, which is really busy right now. And then if you're doing a level up, it's actually, we'll get to it, it's right over there. And it doesn't have anybody in line hardly. Pretty much a walk up to. So we've got Kronkenhole up here. Yeah, here's the registration. So main registration, 3 windows open right now, leveled up. You've got 2 windows. And like I said, all of this tabletop gaming here. And I'm going to find out where Eric's is, but at 8 o'clock tonight, we're definitely going to be, 7 o'clock tonight, we're going to be at Eric's deal. Let's actually take a peek in here, see what we've got in here. So, sometimes, yeah, you're going to love the Wizard. The Wizard Edition is going to be great. Bob, you're welcome. All right, you have a good day as well. But yeah, we got all sorts of stuff back in here. Lots of old school computer games. Didn't even know this existed, to be honest. I never checked it out last year. Quite an interesting little place. Got all sorts of stuff here. Said I never ventured into this room last year. Man. So there's like, it's kind of a weird layout to an extent because like you have all these rooms that have various things in them. And if you don't venture into them, half the time you don't know. And last year I was pretty dead set on pinball only, which is still what I'm dead set on, but you know, I like to see what's all here because we have a lot of things to see. And let's see, we've got, I know up here is where you actually get to the hotel. Probably turned y'all around quite a bit. But the hotel's right up here. And then we got some cool stuff here. All through here. Yeah, so seminars are going to be up in the upper level of the, or say the second level of the actual hotel. So if you come up the escalators, now I think, let me see if I can find which one is the Chancellor room. I'm not 100% sure on that. We're going to see if we can find, it's going to be one of these, I'm sure. If you guys haven't been to the hotel, it's actually a really nice place. I've never stayed in it, so I don't know if the rooms are nice, but they have a really nice little area here. And then last year, Bug and then had their actual seminar was down here on the left. And I don't, yes, so same thing now. So we're going to have 7 o'clock. We still have Harry Potter with Eric, which we've seen. He's moseying around the games, was earlier. So if you're coming and wanting to see this at 7 o'clock tonight, basically the main escalators or the bare stairwell that comes up, you hang a right and come down to the, basically I think it's the 3rd or 4th door down right here. You'll see they got a sign. It's not a very great sign, but what you're looking for is the Chancellor. Chancellor 1, that's the one where you're going to be at. That's going to be the room that Eric's going to be in tonight. And we'll be there streaming that at 7 o'clock for you guys. And let you guys hear that, see what we can find out, and see if anybody asked a question about the artwork. It's been so much of a stink on Penn side, but like I said, the artwork to me is, I would have never noticed if nobody had pointed it out. But once again, if you guys are coming through, come up the escalator steps, you'll go to the right to get your passes, or you can go back this way to get to the main gaming floor, which we're heading to now. And I'm probably going to cut you guys off here in just a short time because I'm going to get to playing. And I'll do another video later on, really kind of going over this and try to get some better shots and actually get some interviews with some people that have played the game and see what they really think about Harry Potter and really some of the other games, because, you know, we've got Evil Dead here. We've got everything except for no American Pinball, and really no CGC games, and the line has gotten that much longer now. This is where we was at earlier. So for registration, the line has gotten super long. But here we go. We're gonna head back in real quick and see if you guys got any more questions on the pinball side. We'll show you around. Here we go. We're heading back in. May have just, I don't know. It's just said I'm live again, which I thought I've been live, so I'm not sure what's going on with this camera. But we're gonna head back in real quick. You guys want to see Harry Potter, King Kong, whichever one, we got them all here. I'm gonna go take a
on the loading dock.
So we get back through here, see what's going on with. I know earlier we had a lot of people waiting on Harry Potter, so tell you what, let's take a quick detour down this aisle. We haven't been down this aisle yet, except for earlier, but a lot more vendors through here. Got a little bit of everything. But get back here, Harry Potter is definitely going so well. Tell you what, we may we're gonna do some interviews on the channel and see if we can't get people's take and opinion on Harry Potter, and if they noticed anything. I want to see how many people are on pin side, how many people aren't, and see if anybody notices anything with our work. So the actual lines are getting a little bit longer now. And we've got 12 games. Guys, you just joined us. We've got 12 Harry Potters here. And this is Jersey Jack's crew right here streaming. I say streaming, they're videoing. He's put me to shame with his camera setup, but you know, I do it as efficiently as I can. Let's see if I can get some people to kind of talk to us. Let me get my. All right, I took the mic off. We're gonna see if we can get a couple people to talk to us on this, and we'll get a few people as they come off after they get done playing, just to see what their take is on it. But for those of you just wondering, the artwork is the same as what we have been seeing in the previous pictures. Nothing's changed, but really it's not noticeable when you're playing it. Really hard to tell. The dragon is probably the main one. Let's see if I can get these guys to give us a little quick interview on it. Hey, can I get y'all's opinion real quick on the game? What you thought of Harry Potter? Do you want to do it or not?
Nah.
All right, I figured I'd just ask.
We didn't really get a good. We trained quick.
We'll get back in line and enjoy it. Yeah, I know it's kind of all over the. People like it, but are y'all on pin side any?
Yeah.
So you know about what everybody's been complaining about there?
No.
The artwork.
Oh, this AI.
Yeah, the double eye dragon and stuff. Which the dragons, the rest of them to me are kind of a little far fetched. The dragon is a little. It kind of is, but it's not that noticeable to me. And it could be how you perceive it. It could be an ear hole. It could be an eye. I don't know.
So you don't work for Jersey Jack?
No. Yeah, I'm by myself. Yeah, they done interviewed me, so they called me off guard earlier. I'm streaming right now, but showing people the game. So y'all have a good time. Appreciate it. All right, so they were up for it. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna get some guys. We'll probably end the stream now, where I can let my battery charge. If you guys are interested, we're gonna be back at 7 for Eric's interview over in the Chancellor room. I'm gonna get over there and make sure we have that. Harry Potter has definitely got the hype here, but like I said, the artwork, nothing has changed on that. It is exactly like we've seen on pin side. Nothing's really it's really not that noticeable in person. The double eye dragon's really the only thing, and it really still takes a lot of looking at, and it can be perceived a couple different ways. So, yeah, definitely Harry is still in the show for here. It's got the lines. Don't get me wrong, the other games have some lines as well. We're still really early into the night. I say the night, it's whatever time it is. We place didn't open till 3, but Harry definitely seems to be drawing the bigger crowds. Guys, I appreciate it. We're gonna end this stream tonight, or right now. Check back about 7 o'clock tonight. We're gonna get the stream back up and going. and we're going to have the interview with Eric. That's it's going to be happening here. I say interview, it's going to be his talk. We're going to bring that to you guys live. But I appreciate you all for watching. Stay tuned. We got so much more coming up. We'll see you on the next one.